Zanetta, it's been so long since I've seen you. It's so wonderful to be here. Oh, and Nadia, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, Archibald. I'm so glad you could make it here today.
I wouldn't miss it for the world. Quite literally, I was on an expedition in the Amazon River searching for the fabled fire-wave python. But an invitation to your dinner with a home-cooked meal and friends, I simply couldn't pass it up.
That home-cooked meal will be made even better tonight because Nadia's mom is fully with the cooking. May not be as fancy as the Andean barbecues or Russian banquets that you're used to, but I think you'll find beauty in its simplistic charm. And now please, Archibald, come in.
Given my travels, Zanetta, anything better than Franken beans is practically gourmet. I was on a trek through southern Turkey, and we were on our feet for 62 days straight.
Southern Turkey? Oh, we have to tell us the story.
I would love to. I believe I remember everything right up until the point when we met the shaman. Oh, and you must be Ivan. Oh, it's been so long, it's hard to tell. It's been, what, a decade? Oh, but you know, your mother never stops going on about you.
Yeah, sorry about that.
All good things, I promise, Ivan. Why don't you tell Archibald right now?
Oh, Ma, I don't.
Come on, humor me.
Well, I'm really interested in true crime. D.B. Cooper, Amelia Earhart.
I love Amelia Earhart. You know, she was an early feminist icon. So, Ivan, tell us what happened exactly to Amelia Earhart. I don't quite remember, but it sounds interesting.
She flew around the world, and as Mom said, she was the first one to do it.
Ooh, around the world in one trip. I think I found my next expedition.
Right, now I remember her. She was a well-known feminist and visionary. So, when was the quotation? I don't know. Beats me.
Well, no one knows. That's the cold case. Her and her co-pilot, Fred Noonan, were just leaving the coast of New Guinea when they disappeared. There have been searches along the coasts for parts or their bodies, and no one's heard from them, and no one's found anything.
Sounds like a real head scratcher. Archibald, what do you think happened?
I'm not sure. But I do love a good mystery. I am convinced to this day that the woman at my local grocery store is a werewolf. Unfortunately, the police don't agree with me. Nadia, Ivan, what do you think?
I need more details in order to form a hypothesis.
I think her co-pilot killed her.
The co-pilot, her own companion. Reminds me when I got lost with my Sherpa, when my Sherpa Kali got me lost in the Himalayas. We were trapped in our tent for 4 days straight until the rescue copter found us.
To think of that kind of wickedness, your own co-pilot betraying you. It actually happens more than you think. Most of the time when people go missing, it's usually with a friend or a family member. Maybe it's a bit like that. Is that what you think, Ivan?
Kind of, Mom. Here, let me explain.
Oh, Amelia, don't get too comfortable. You've been so emboldened by your success. I think it's high time for you to be humbled. The work you have set out for yourself just isn't meant for you. In fact, it isn't meant for any woman. It's meant for a man like me. A unique blend of champagne and arsenic will surely do the trick. Just a sip of this concoction and my heroic action of flying the plane to safety after your sudden death will be on the cover of every newspaper in the country. I've worked my entire career only to be hidden in your shadow for a feat that I was meant to achieve on my own. Just you wait, Amelia. Just you wait.
Fred, hi. Sorry to interrupt whatever you're working on.
Oh, it's, logistics for the flight. You're eager to be in the air again, I assume.
What gave it away? Was it the effervescent happiness, the bursting into your room, perhaps?
Maybe.
Well, I just came to see if you could check on the inventory for the flight tomorrow.
Are you not able to do it yourself? Why ask me?
Well, why would I do that? It's not my responsibility. I fly the plane and you handle logistics. Can you do that for me, Fred? Oh, thank you so much. I am forever indebted to you.
Just you wait.
And my heart may grow dizzy and fall. And if I fell under the spell of your call,
Morning, Fred. Today's the day. How did the inventory look? Fully stocked, I assume?
All is well. Now, I hope I didn't disrupt any of your plans this morning, but I just thought it would be a nice gesture to celebrate our success with a meal and drink.
My, you've never been one for pleasantries, Fred. I'm pleasantly surprised. This is also ritzy. I really do appreciate all that you've done to support me. It's meant so much to have you by my side.
You know what? Why don't we just skip the food and head right for a dessert of sorts? A toast to the success that lies ahead of us.
Fred, this is all very kind, but I've never been one for drinking much, especially not before such an important flight. Are you alright, Fred?
I'm alright. Just, nervous, I suppose.
Oh, my, look at the time. We better scurry off to the Electra. Come on, Fred. That's it. Fred, I think that we're ready for our set. Oh, Fred, this is amazing. I'm making history.
You're just some bug-eyed Betty that got lucky.
What was that, Fred? What are you mumbling about?
I said you're just some bug-eyed Betty that got lucky.
Pardon? Fred, what are you on about?
You shouldn't be here. I should be in your seat. I should be making history, but no. Not a single soul in this country recognizes my name without yours coming up first.
Fred, I don't appreciate this at all. You know how much I've done to get here. You know that I am deserving of this. And stop the whining and fussing. We've got a job to do. Together.
My, what a fine locket that is.
Thank you. My sister gave it to me.
Oh, how absolutely darling.
or nothing at all. Half a love.
That would actually make a lot of sense. It's classic jealousy going too far.
Oh, Nadia, you and your detective thinking. Always so grim.
I am Detective Archibald. Well, do you think something less grim could be the case? I mean, they are missing, so nothing is certain.
Of course something else is possible. Why, anything is possible.
Anything may be possible, but I think my stories teach the facts pretty well.
Oh, well, let's not just accept something so awful.
I'm with Zanetta on this one, actually. I think they were swept up on a marvelous adventure.
Another adventure, Archibald?
But of course, why else would they have never been found? They went on a grand journey and were completely untraceable. I know that I was on a number of treks where I would have never been found had something gone awry.
Well, if you think that's the case, then what do you think happened?
Prepare yourselves for a tale of desire, riches, loss, and adventure.
Don't you just love it, Noonan? The smell of adventure. Only 19 hours in and my heart is just racing with excitement.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, as long as we land safely, then when we finally get home, I'll have all the fame and fortune I've always dreamed of. And the world will finally know Fred Noonan, adventurer extraordinaire.
Ah, yes. What a life us adventurers have. Exploring distant continents, discovering new species, setting new records, and having the guts to get into really uncomfortable political discussions with your in-laws.
What?
Nothing.
Hey, where did you put the food rations? I can't find them.
Oh, I figured them out.
You what?
Yeah, I figured it was making the plane heavier, and if I figured them out, we'd be so much more later. And look at us, already 14 minutes ahead of schedule.
Earhart, we needed that food. How are we going to survive the next 2 weeks without any rations? I swear to God, if we don't make it out of this, I'm gonna...
You'll what, Fred?
You'll swear to me you'll what?
Oh, hello, Mr. God.
Hello, Amelia.
Don't mind him. He clearly never dropped out of college. So what brings you around these parts?
I've come to warn you. In the coming years, there will be a war. Millions will die.
Oh, you just missed that one.
Why? I mean another one. The coming war will make the last one look like a spill on aisle 7.
Oh, dear God, what are we going to do?
To stop the war, you need to find the Holy Grail.
What's the Holy Grail?
It's a cuppy, chalicey thingy. And it's made of gold.
Oh, I know what that is, but how is it supposed to save humanity from the worst war ever?
I don't know. I don't make the rules. But you're God. You literally make all of the rules. I said I don't know.
We don't know where the Holy Grail is, so what are we supposed to do now?
I mean, after years of therapy? Yeah, I don't know.
What to do,
Hey, Mama.
I got it! The reason no one's found the Holy Grail is because it's probably in some horrible place that no one would ever go to. But where would that horrible place be? What place would be so terrible, so soul-crushing, so absolutely disgusting that no one would ever set forth within its borders?
Where would that be?
Buckle up, Fred. We're going to New Jersey. Be careful, Freddy. You never know what kind of insane criminals might be lurking around here.
We're in New Jersey. There are no crazies around. No one's just gonna rob us. Ah!
What did I tell you, Fred? Evils would be lurking around any one of these corners.
Okay, well, that was just one person. But that doesn't mean that everyone's crazy. Not everyone's crazy. Ah, come on!
At least that looks like it was all of them.
Hello there! Was either one of you too late to buy some cookies?
Oh, sir, do you happen to know anything about the Holy Grail?
If the grail be desired by ye, speak the answers to my riddles 3.
Oh, this is great. I took Hobo in 3rd grade. What be your question, oh wise men?
Question 1. I have branches, but no fruit, trunk, nor leaves. What be I?
Can't be true. You must be a sad tree without no trunk or branches. What do you think? Because you have branches and leaves. But that's what you want me to say. So I say that you are still a hobo.
Correcto oregano. But he doesn't have branches?
Hush, Fredicus. You'd like to say next line for riddle.
Question 2. What shall ye keep even after giving to another?
Oh, I got it. Your word. You give someone your word and you follow through by keeping it.
Silly Fred. Swine flu.
Correctamundo. Question 3. What is 2 plus 2?
Easy, it's a fish.
Correct.
What? How could it possibly be fish? This whole thing is so stupid. Why are we in an alleyway in the middle of New Jersey talking to some hobo who has clearly lost his mind about the Holy Grail, some stupid story that was told centuries ago and never existed in the first place? We could be heroes right now, but no, we have to check up on our friend Hobokins right here and make sure he's still got more fingers than teeth. And to answer your question, 4. 2 plus 2 is 4.
Be that your final answer?
Yes.
The deepest sorrows I suffer for ye, Fred has answered incorrectly. Fool! No, you will never find the Holy Grail.
We had it, Fred. We almost had it. What are you thinking?
As punishment, I will see to it that you are detained and sent to Rome.
You know what? Just take it.
Oh, Fred, you egg.
Far-fetched? Mayhaps, but stranger things happen every day.
It's a beautiful story, Archibald.
Why, thank you, Zenaka.
But wait, why did they go to Rome? What does that have to do with anything?
Simple. All roads lead to Rome.
Oh.
Yes, Archibald, beautifully told. I'm not sure that as a detective I can condone that, though.
I can respect that.
Hey, Ma, can I go check on dinner? I'm getting awful hungry.
Of course, with all this theory talk, I've completely forgotten about actually feeding all of us. Come on, Ivan, let's go help your grandmother get everything.
Just give a holler if you two need anything. You know, Archibald, between you and I think that something more wacky and zany certainly could have been the case.
My friend, how did I know that you and I would have the exact same thinking?
Well, not everyone is as colorful as we are.
Certainly not, Vanessa. Now, I'm sure you have a theory. Lay it on me.
Alright, it may sound a little bit silly, but there's no reason that something like this couldn't have happened.
Enough precursors. Tell me your story.
Alright! Sure is a nice day to be flying.
Boy, howdy.
Yep,
Not a lot of clouds out there today.
you could say that again, Fred.
Not a lot of clouds out there today.
I didn't mean that literal. Oh, Jiminy Christmas, there's something coming out the plane!
You're right, you're right.
Tatcha, that was a close one.
You can say that again.
That, Fred, was really a close one.
Oh, Lord Amelia, there's something else coming out the plane.
Oh boy, what's it say? Is that a balloon?
Isn't that just screwy? It looks like it says Happy Travels.
Oh no, Fred, it's coming closer.
Oh, Lord Amelia, we hit the balloon. Our left engine is compromised.
My controls are shot, Fred.
I have to go fix the engine manually. I see the problem is all these balloons snagged up in the engine, and I'll just take them out and... Ouch!
What happened?
Oh, I burned my left hand something terrible.
Oh, here, let me take over your controls for you, sport.
Thanks a million, hon.
Say, Fred,
What?
what were all those balloon bits snagged on anyways?
All these loose screws and bolts, isn't that just bizarre?
Fred, you absolute beefhead! Now nothing is holding the wing on the plane!
Oh?
Oh! Fred! Radio for help immediately!
Oh, about that.
Oh, Lord, Fred, don't tell me that the radio was shot too!
Well, I replaced it with this here record player. It was gonna get awful boring up here.
Fred, you absolute beefhead! How could you... Oh! All that debris hit my left arm!
Oh no, that was your steering arm, and ow! Oh no, my left leg got caught in the seat.
Oh, Fred, that was your dancing leg!
And your left arm was your steering arm. And ow! Something got in my left eye.
Oh, Fred, this isn't looking good. Where we're going, our boat without your left eye, your left hand, your left leg, my left arm, our left engine, and the left wing! And they were all right.
What a wonderful theory, Vanessa. I can't imagine why you wouldn't want to share that with your detective wife and son.
Well, speak of the devil. Hi, this all smells delicious.
Oh, thank you. All recipes from the home country. Nothing but the best for our guests.
Thank you, Mrs. Arias, for your kindness in hosting me.
Oh, please, just English is fine. And besides, I think my daughter and her wife are doing the hosting more than I am. I am simply the caterer.
No, Mom, you felt like you were being intruding. You're welcome to sit with us if you'd like. Ivan, can you go get your grandmother a chair?
Sure.
Oh, thank you. So tell me, what were you discussing while I labored over your delicious meal?
We were just discussing Ivan's blog and his cold cases, and then we got to talking about Amelia Earhart's disappearance.
Oh, I know Amelia Earhart.
You do, Grandma?
I'm surprised you'd be aware of this.
Not her case or her disappearance. I know what happened to her.
Well, please tell us what you...
Grandma, Archibald was right. This is delicious.
Hey, no, let's not just gloss over that. Tell us what happened.
Mom, your tall tales have never and will never be convincing. Just leave it.
No, I really do. My husband's mother-in-law claimed to be directly involved.
Your husband's mother-in-law?
Isn't that your mother?
I am distancing myself from the crotchety old woman.
Okay, getting off topic here, so let's go back. What did she know and how did she know it?
Well, my husband's mother-in-law was friends with a friend who was a mafioso. He was working in Australia when he intercepted Earhart and her co-pilot.
Mom, I really don't think you should let Zanetta egg you on here. Nobody wants to hear your crazy conspiracies.
If I may, I would actually love to hear one of her crazy conspiracies.
Thank you. Now my incredibly rude daughter will allow me. And that is what really happened to Amelia Earhart.
Wow, it's amazing.
Shame they had to go in that way.
What? No, none of that could have happened.
And why is that, boy? You doubt my grandmotherly wisdom?
Well, no, but it's just that they went to New Guinea. They never went to Australia.
Ah, details don't matter.
I'm pretty sure they do, Mom.
Whatever. I am full of my delicious food and full of all your disrespect. Archibald, you are a lovely guest. My family? Step it up.
My love, you really ought to be kinder to your mother.
You're right. I'm in detective mode. I'll apologize later.
Ooh, detective mode! How exhilarating!
Mom, does that mean that you have a theory about what happened?
Kind of. Like, listening to what all of you guys have been saying, I've been hypothesizing. Given the time that the disappearance of Amelia Earhart happened at the dawn of the Second World War, and the fact that no evidence of a crash had ever been found, I've got a general idea of something that might have happened.
Well, that's great. Nadia, tell us your idea.
Okay. It's a bit of a Hail Mary, but I think that it could have some degree of truth. Now, stick with me here.
Earhart, Noonan, about time. We've been circling the island for 2 hours now.
Our apologies, General Halloran. Fred and I had to make a descent of a couple thousand feet to avoid strong headwinds. Good to see you. And good to see you too, Major Miles.
Thank you, Earhart. We do have to get to work right away, though. We're tight on time before the crew at Howland Island is due to report he was officially missing. These waters will be swarmed by civilian search and rescuers soon after.
Why can't we just tell them to push back the notification to the authorities?
No can do, Noonan. The whole world is waiting for what happens to you two. Every nation you can think of as citizens waiting with bated breath next to the radios to hear you check in safely at Howland Island.
Precisely. So let's stop fussing around and get to work. We've got 16 long-range, military-grade radio listening devices. Mr. Noonan, you and I will be planting these devices around the perimeter of the island about 3 feet deep. Mrs. Earhart, you and Major Maya will be taking care of the central control panel, which needs to be planted 5 feet deep in the geographical center of the island. I know you two are tired from your flight, but we're working with the skeleton crew here to avoid any of the details of this mission being leaked.
And you're saying that these radio transmitting devices will reach all the way from here to Japan?
Affirmative, Noonan. These devices will reach across the ocean to give us intel on all that those Japanese are planning. Of course, the President doesn't want any war to break out, but given the tensions rising in Europe and the Pacific, we need to be ready to attack. Attack, sir? If it comes to that, yes, Major Maya. Did you think that we were planting these devices and spying on the Japanese just to make friendly?
No, sir, I only...
No, that's right. Yeah. I'm sure you two are eager to be headed stateside. Let's all get to work.
Hang on there, General. I'd like to give our heroes a thank you.
President Roosevelt, I wasn't aware that you were going to be the installment.
It's an honor, Mr. President.
Oh no, the honor is all mine. You two are genuine American patriots. Your sacrifices today and every day to help keep our people safe from wars waged abroad. Thank you.
We're just doing our duty as American citizens.
Hopefully all that we do will help you take down the Japanese when it comes to it.
Yes, President. Yes. We must always remain hopeful that origins will stay tranquil. Well, I'm sure you won't have much to do. I just wanted to be here to express my gratitude in person. But I'm sure you will. Best of luck, all of you. Thank you, General Horn.
Thank you, sir. All right, Noonan, Earhart, you have your assignments. Let's get to it. So, long flight?
Yes. It was nice that you were able to do so much before you went underground. It's like one last hurrah. You got to see and do so many things.
Oh, I don't see it like that. Still be able to travel and whatnot, just as someone else. Fred and I don't mind. We're just doing our duty as American citizens.
All of this for duty? You'd really give everything up?
I don't think it's giving everything up. The government has made sure that Fred and I are completely comfortable with what's going on. We agreed to fly around the world. We agreed to plant these spy radios to ensure American safety from the Japanese. We agreed to return to the United States under new identities, and our plane is melted. We also agreed to disappear because all of the interference from people looking for us will scatter the radio waves, so the Japanese will never know we're onto them. We agreed.
I see. Do you think it's necessary to be that cautious against the Japanese? I mean, I take orders on all that, but are these measures you're taking really needed?
I shouldn't be telling you this, but I spoke with some officials who told Fred and I about some huge weapon they're developing. I've heard it can wipe out whole cities.
Do you ever worry about what we'll do with all of this?
Major Maya, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but you're a soldier. Shouldn't you be desensitized to this type of stuff?
I guess I ought to be. My father works as a translator in Kyoto. When I was little, my mom would take us to visit him a couple times a year. It's just close to home, I guess. I'm worried about him. He's supposed to let his contract expire at the end of the year and come home, but all this talk of attacking, war...
That's understandable. I'm sure the American government is thinking about all the citizens on Japanese soil. Your father will be home.
Right.
How's it coming over here? Almost ready?
Yes, sir. The control panel is prepared to be turned on.
Fantastic. Mr. Noonan, if you'd come over here, Miss Earhart, if you'd follow me, we'll go around the island and pick up the markers. Major Maya, would you please calibrate the control panel?
Sure thing, sir.
Fantastic. Let's get to work. Just, make sure that you only hit one switch at a time. We're working with incredibly new technology here, and the radio listening devices will need time to calibrate to the natural low frequencies of the area. Otherwise, they could fry themselves. All right, off we are.
be out of here now. Let's move, let's move.
General Halloran, ships on the horizon.
Oh, criminy, those are civilians. All right, we need to abort the mission. We'll have to report it as a failure. We have to evacuate Nikimaroro Island permanently. We can't risk the devices being compromised. But maybe you two can still fly the rest of the way home, and then you won't have to assume your new identities.
I don't think so. General, the plane.
Oh my, the wings!
Oh, Christ, that thing is in no condition to be flying.
Public will never believe we made it home in that.
She's right. We'll be exposed as frauds.
All right. No triumphant return home. You two will just go under your assumed identities, and the plane will be melted as originally expected. The government will just have to find another way to get the upper hand on the Japanese. Onto the ship, let's go.
Sir, wait, please. I was only doing what I thought would protect people.
No, you are a traitor, Major Maya. You deliberately sabotaged an extremely expensive effort by the United States military. You deserve nothing.
Sir.
No! You get nothing. Earhart, Noonan, onto the ship.
You're just gonna leave him?
Earhart, you may not be military, but I am still in charge here. You follow my word. Onto the ship!
And that is my official detective's theory based on the evidence that I have been presented with.
Wow. I still think it's heartbreaking.
Sure, but the whole story is, no matter how you spin it, two amazing heroes and their stories were lost to time.
Oh, my friends, I do apologize deeply, but I must excuse myself in a rather crude manner.
Oh no, Archibald, why?
Well, I have to be at the airport. I thought I would have more time to chat with all of you, but I guess time flies when you're dissecting the mysterious disappearance of a world-renowned pilot. I have to be in Nairobi by tomorrow morning. I have an expedition to lead.
Archibald, you may just be the busiest human being I've ever met.
Here, Archie, let me save you a bit of money on a taxi and I'll drive you to the airport.
Oh, more time to chat with my good friend.
Ivan, Nadia, can you guys handle cleanup so I can take him?
Of course. Off you two are. Thank you for joining us for dinner, Archibald. I had a great time theorizing with you. Until next time.
Thank you, Nadia. Thank you, Zanetta and Ivan. And oh, pass my gratitude on to Ingrid as well.
Will do. Here, Ivan, pass me those plates. I'll clean up the kitchen. Can you straighten up here?
Sure.
We want to remind our viewers at home that this story is breaking and we do not yet have all of the details confirmed. But this is certainly a historical discovery. For those of you just joining, off the coast of Madagascar, scraps of metal inscribed with the serial numbers originating from Amelia Earhart's famed and failed aerial trip around the world have been found. Our reports indicate that pieces of a wing, a seat, and bolts from the inner engine were found fused together when they were discovered. The serial numbers on these scraps were never released to the public for the explicit purpose of ensuring that any scraps could be identified if they were found. Authorities are unsure exactly what this means or what this indicates in terms of how the ill-fated journey of Earhart and her co-pilot, Fred Noonan, ended. For at least the next couple of days, as chemical data analysis is completed, armchair detectives will enjoy the opportunity to form their own suppositions as to how this tragedy came to be. So, we ask you, our viewers, what do you think happened to Amelia Earhart? What do you believe is the truth in this incredibly mysterious cold case?